Hello, hello, once again. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Who's all getting it going? Who's all doing meditation today? Who's actually throwing down? Agent Q, what's up, brother? So today I have just completed, I guess you could say, like a 7 day cycle of the chakra meditations. So last Sunday, I started with a root chakra meditation, right? Um, and so it's like a certain frequency, I guess you could say, and it kind of like targets the root chakra per se, if you're into that stuff. So I started last Sunday, I did that. So 1 hour on the root chakra last Sunday. Then on Monday, I did the next chakra up, right? So like the sacral chakra, then Tuesday I did solar plexus, then Wednesday I did heart, and blah 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 blah, all the way back until Sunday. Again, today I'll start again on the root chakra, right? So that's like a 7 day cycle. So I found that interesting. Okay, I found that interesting because it gave me kind of a chance to like go through the whole cycle, like the whole pattern of things and see the different ways that I felt about different frequencies. There is literally like on the audio that I'm listening to, it is literally tuned to different frequencies. So I feel as if that ignites like different feelings, different ideas, different thoughts, and for me personally, like I notice differences on each day that I do them, like, so it's cool. And but one thing is like the overall, because everything is kind of patterns, like everything goes in cycles, like the way that the damn moons and the stars and the fucking planets and all things go. Like it is patterns, there is cycles to things, there is seasons. And it's challenging to like move up into different paradigms and see how the different patterns and the different cycles affect you. And like one thing I've noticed is that like when it came to the end of the cycle of like the 7 day cycle, it's like I do feel a bit of like fuck, like now I have to start over again. You know what? It's like now I have to start again doing like a root chakra again. It's like fuck, like again, but something tells me that if I can embrace the root chakra again, starting from the bottom, because so much of everything, so much of like your life and like the patterns that you do is going to be like these cycles, it's going to be like these patterns. And th- like, so whatever, it's like you start from the bottom again. And how many times do you have to start from the bottom? How many times do you like do something, you work at something, and then it falls apart, or you fucking wreck it on purpose, like you self-destruct it? And like, to me, that's kind of part of it. So I'm hoping that over time I can actually like embrace the idea of starting over again at the root chakra. So for now, it's like, fuck, I'm feeling like it is kind of like it's not bad, like it's not bad, but it is kind of like a low point because you have to like, it's like you have to start again, like you have to act, like you have to actually do the work, and that's what no one's doing, right? That's what nobody is doing. Like not only are they not like doing the full cycle of like meditation, not only are they not even meditating at all, not only are they not even ever investing in themselves at all, an even rarer portion of people would actually go through this whole like cycle of things. So you you gain access to like different paradigms of your life. So it's like, yes, maybe if you want to go out say like to a club and get lots of attention and get lots of like powerful, like high level reference experiences with the lights and the music and the attention and like the friends, and like if you're popular, like you get all that. And that's awesome. And that's part of your existence. But you have to be willing to wake up the next day and embrace the fundamental itty bitty little baby steps of building your frame, building your reality, building your value. So that's what can be hard. If you want to get those very high references, I'm just using an example of going out, right? Going out and getting attention, especially if you're using like alcohol or drugs, you're getting an even more heightened reference experience. But you still have to be willing to accept the next morning, like those lower reference experiences of like, okay, here I am just waking up and I have to do those like quiet disciplines of like waking up, observing like nature maybe, stretching, putting on my headphones, doing the meditation, getting these quiet, slight, almost imperceptible wins. Okay? You have to be willing to get those, or when you go out, say at night to a club or something, and get these ecstatic reference experiences, it's going to throw your whole game off because you're not going to have that grounding. You're not going to have that deep inner confidence that allows you to be satisfied and happy just existing. Because at the end of the day, the most powerful and the most healthy thing for you, for anyone, is to be able to always own within yourself this current moment, this current experience, and just sort of embrace these sort of contrasts that come your way. Whether those contrasts are you like sitting at a bus stop in the freezing cold dead of winter, just like shivering, and you're just like, hey, I'm just going to embrace this. This is a reference experience. This is contrast. And I'm going to find a way to, at the very least, appreciate how fucking cold it is. How freezingly freezing cold it is. But I'm still some type of consciousness that's embracing this. And that's fucking crazy. Okay? So you want to produce that kind of mentality, but also be able to shift that over to, hey, here I am now at some crazy nightclub, and it's like beautiful like surroundings, and there's all kinds of like cool dudes and hot chicks, and it's a crazy awesome environment. Plus maybe you yourself are getting lots of attention. That's fine too, right? But it is really not necessarily even better. You have to always remember, it isn't even really, it can't really be said that it's somehow superior, right, to you sitting there in a freezing cold bus stop. They're comparable, right? It's, yeah, it's, you want to just understand it's very similar. So you want to almost be just as happy. Yeah, and then Agent Q says, it's funny how my gauge is how it feels. Yeah. And embracing, yeah, the contrast. Yeah, your gauge of how it feels, right, can often be the most accurate gauge. Like for me, like you need to be able to feel things. Like you want to be able to feel things. Not like silencing the feelings, like that is an absolute failure. Like you are down the wrong path, especially for an adult male. Like somehow our fucking ridiculous society convinced adult men that like using their emotions and feelings is somehow weak. That is fucking retarded. That is insane. Don't even consider that shit. You want to access your feelings as much as fucking possible and get a real good grasp of what they're like, what kind of nuances are within those feelings, how you embrace them, how you engage them. Like that's what you want to be doing. That's where strength comes from. That's what you want. You want strength. You want a grasp of your own emotions. You can't just shut them off. Fuck you, emotions. Meh. Pills, liquor. Meh. Be quiet. That's not strength. That's fucking stupidity, and nobody cares about that. right? You're not going to get a good relationship by doing that. You're not going to get success in your relationships by like blocking off your emotions. That's fucking stupid. You want to be able to embrace them in all circumstances, and you need to get started on that. Like, people need to get started on that. There is no such thing as like, as just like like, yeah, the meditation. Yeah, okay. That is what part of the meditation thing is, quiets the static so you can hear what you feel, the vibration. That's right. You're on the right track, man, for sure. Definitely. Agent Q's going deep and hard with the meditation. He's fucking getting it going with the vibration and everything. That's right, man. You gotta, the meditation helps you to be able to just witness some of that static, some of that ridiculous, stupid thoughts that are just like, no, 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 fuck you, this is stupid, you're dumb, no, 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 or whatever your thoughts are. It depends on who you are. Some people maybe are not so, most people, a lot of people have like pretty negative self-talk. Like, I know I have a lot of that shit. And it allows you to just like, it still happens to some degree, but you can focus more on like, okay, but I actually want to like increase the value of like my vibration or my energy or my thoughts. Like, I'm actually trying to increase that, right? And what actually are those? Like, what am I hearing here? What is that feeling? I want to actually know what that is. Like, and you need to be able to say, for example, meditate on that, to bring some awareness to that so you can actually embrace some of those subtle feelings. Because if you haven't been working at it, you're not going to be able to get in touch with that. And then you're missing like your intuition. You're missing like your congruence. You're missing like the deepest value that you have, is that like intuition, is those like subtle thoughts and that vibration. So for anyone who's just like not embracing that, you're missing your best value. You're missing your best potential for success. So you definitely want to get in touch with that. And that's what's hard for people. That's what's hard, because they haven't been doing it for so long, right? Most people have, since maybe like they were a little kid, like probably when they were a kid, they had more, they were just like, oh, I like squirrels. Oh, I like the color blue. Oh, this person's cool. I like this girl. I like this guy, or this is my friend. And people were able to like just say it and do it, and it wasn't much of a problem. But as they grew up, like that shit got like broken, that shit got like perverted and messed up, and like they don't know how to deal with it, so they just stopped doing it. But what you actually need to do is re-engage with that. You want to re-engage with that so you can be more like you were when you were like 8 years old. Hopefully, if you had like a somewhat good childhood, you can be more like open and fun and just enjoy yourself, and still take responsibility as you're an adult. Like, you still pay your taxes, and you still fucking lock the door at night, and you still stop at a stop sign or whatever, but you're able to engage with your whatever inherently comes out of you. That's where the strength is. Yeah. And that's where you're going to be able to gain like more power and more strength. And like, these are things you were. Yeah, and then Agent Q says, yeah, I think it's okay to go to the club. Absolutely, man. Of course it is. Yes, it's okay to go to the club. Because that one day you won't. That's right. That's why you don't see 60-year-old people up in the club. Well, maybe you might. I might still be doing it. The club is part of the lesson, social, sexual, alpha rank. Man, 100%. Yes, Agent Q. Yes, man. 100%. There's definitely valuable lessons. 100%. I spend a lot of time in bars and clubs myself, man. 100%. There's incredibly valuable lessons to be gained there. Yes. By no means am I saying don't go out. I'm saying definitely go out. Go out, but with a mentality, with a frame, with an understanding that you're out gaining lessons. Right? You're out gathering reference experiences while you're young, while you're cool, while you're attractive, while you have time, while you have energy, right? And you're going out and gathering these reference experiences, and you're doing it from a place of awareness, right? You're not getting lost. You're not getting lost in the illusion, right? You understand that this is a part of reality. This is a part of the human experience. And we want to experience that. Like, this is crazy. Like, you're out in a club with like hundreds of people, and they're like they're behaving in crazy ways, and you can see like the dynamics, like you say, social, sexual, alpha rank. Yeah, man, it's hardcore. It's hardcore shit, and you need to be able to go out and witness that. That's why dudes who just sit around in some fucking monk monastery meditating all day. I'm a monk. But are you though, man? Are you a monk? Let's find out. Let's get you out in a fucking club with a bunch of jack dudes on juice and a bunch of hot stripper girls and cocktail girls and lights and shit, and let's see how you perform there. Like, can you still stay monk status, or do you fucking freak out, or whatever? Like, let's find out. Like, I want to bring the meditation into the club, right? That's the whole point, man. Right? Like that's what we're trying to do here. Like, absolutely, man. So it's like, yeah, it's like you absolutely want to be able to bring awareness to your game in the club, or to your game on the streets, or to your game in social settings or at a party. That's what we're doing this for, really, in the end, because it's like, yeah, it is nice to just like sit in my backyard and look at the trees and look at the leaves. Like, that is nice to some degree, and maybe when I'm 60, like you say, I'll do that permanently, and that's fine, and maybe that will be cool, and I'm not scared of that. I'm happy for that too. But for now, obviously, we're young, cool dudes. I mean, I look exactly like Brad Pitt, so obviously I need to be going out to the club or to the bar. To the bar here, and Agent Q is obviously cool, so he's out, man. So we got to go out, and we got to meet people, and we got to embrace what we have, and but we want to be able to do that in like a happy, like healthy way. You are funny. Just pushing you to say it. Yeah, man. No, 100%, dude. 100%. I'm totally on board with that. That's half my whole program, man. Half my whole program is, in some ways, that's even how I got so hardcore into meditation. We gotta shine, man. Dude, 100%. 100%. We have to shine. If I see somebody who's just like all day long, they just want to like sit there and meditate, it's like, okay, dude, maybe, but don't you want to go out and meet cool people? Like, don't you want to go out and like, you know what I'm saying? Don't you want to actually go out and like spread your vibe with people? Do you not want to meet cool dudes? Do you not want to meet hot girls? Like, isn't that what you want to do? Like, I don't know if I can trust you, man, if you're just sitting there in the woods all day long. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on. But that's half the reason why I even got into this shit. Is because I realized that I needed to be able to sustain and build my value, right? Like, in the face of difficult circumstances, because it can be difficult to maintain your frame of reference in a busy club, right? Because you can yeah, man, thanks, dude. Like saying I'm so right. Like, I think so, right? And I checked, right? Like, this isn't just me making it all up. It's not just Luke sitting here like, oh, this is how it works. No, I checked. Like, I looked at other people who were successful in meditation, spirituality, successful in relationships, successful in like going to clubs, successful in their game. Like, I checked. And I was like, oh, okay, this seems to be the path forward. Okay, great, let's do that. And then I wanted to find out, well, what can support me in that? Because at the end of the day, what most people even want, realistically, if they just really break it down, is they want like people to like them. Like, they want to be able to go out and have people like them. Like, that's what they want. So I just looked at what can help me do that. Like, what can aid me in doing that. Some of the things I realized are, you want to be meditating so you can build up your frame of reference. You can build up the strength within yourself. And so you can sustain that when you go places. And if that, by a byproduct, encourages you to meditate, like, say if you just realistically, like, say if your only idea was, I just want to meet like someone cool, like I just want to be popular with people, I just want to get a good relationship, or even I just want to like hook up with tons of people, like, even if that's just your plan, it's like, okay, fine, you can do that. But what I would still say is, you know what's going to help that a lot? Motherfucking meditating. Like, just do it for that reason. Like, just completely do it for a completely superficial reason. Just be like, I really like this one girl, or I really like this one guy, or not even just one, right? Not one, but like I really like having success in my relationships. Just be like, okay, cool. Well, Luke told me that if I meditate, it will help that. Just believe that and just start doing it because it will. So I'm all for it. You don't need to be some like super like Zen dude sitting in a monastery with fucking robes on and be like, I'm meditating for inner peace. Okay, maybe, but maybe you're just meditating to go up with and hook up with a hot girl or meet a cool dude. Maybe that's it, and that's fine too, and you should do it, and there's nothing wrong with that. 100%. So, you know what I mean? I'm like 100. I'm totally in support of that. I love it. Like yeah. And people will say shit like that to me that at times they'll be like, "Whoa, man, your vibe's really good," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's because I worked on it for a long time." Right? And the whole point I was bringing up with the club and why I use that as an example is because I'm expecting that. Yeah, man. Like, because I'm expecting that. Yeah, maybe I didn't even make this clear before, but I'm expecting that's what people are doing. Like, I'm already expecting that. Like, I'm expecting the whole point of like half of why you're into self development and why you're into meditation. I'm already kind of expecting that the point is because you want to be able to go out and meet people. Like, that's what you're doing, right? Like, you you want to get into say meditation, yes, in a way because it's you want to do meditation in a way, yes, because it's going to make you be happier and it's going to make you feel more relaxed and more at peace. That's true, and that is definitely a component of it, and we do want that for ourselves. Shit, the host phone is ringing. That's random. I Okay. Anyway, so that is a component of what we're doing here. But again, I'm already expecting that half the reason why you're doing this is because you want to go out and meet people. Like you want to go out and party and chill and meet tons of people and have people think you're cool and have tons of awesome relationships and like meet hot girls, meet cool guys. Like that's what you want to do. Like that's what it's all about. So that's why we're getting into meditation, right? That's what we're doing. So hopefully, maybe this is kind of the tribe we're building here. Maybe this is kind of the vibe we're giving off. Maybe that's the vibe I'm giving off, right? It probably is. I mean, it obviously fucking is, really, to be honest. So that is half the method of what I'm doing. Like, that is half of what I bring to the table is like, in a way, this is like meditation for in a way, that type of development. Like, we're trying to have success, motherfucker. Like, we want to have success. Like, we want to get jacked in the gym. We want fucking money. We want success in relationships. Like, we want people that to hang out with us who are cool. We want people who are balling. Like, that's what we want. Like, yeah, okay, I'll sit in the woods when I'm 65. All right, that's fine. I don't care. But right now, I'm not into that. Right now, I'm into this. And I'm bringing meditation with me, and there's no one around who can sit there and tell me yes or no. There's no one around who can be like, no, Luke, you didn't go to the right kind of meditation school, and no, motherfucker, I'm meditating an hour a day. What in the shit are you doing? Plus, I'm going out and balling and having like hot girls and cool dudes hang out with me and shit. Like, motherfucker, what? Like, I'm not trying to abide by meet people at the same vibration. Yeah, man, that's it. Agent Q saying we're going to meet people at the same vibration level and tribe. That's right, because your vibe attracts the tribe, and you meet people where you're at, and you attract what you are. Okay, not what you want, what you are. Okay. So if you keep attracting bullshit and idiots and fucked up relationships, hey man, maybe that's what you are. And that's the point, is we're trying to attract a valuable tribe. People who are actually on this path, people who are actually doing it, because we recognize that's what we want. And if I go out and I have bad interactions or a shitty time, or 5 girls in a row tell me, fuck you, you're stupid with your fucking beard, you're an idiot, da-da-da. I don't take it personally. I don't say, oh, that girl's a bitch. No, I don't do that, because I understand that's my mirror. Okay? I take responsibility for my own vibe, and I say, hey man, you know what? I don't like look at it because she's just saying whatever. Like, people just say whatever's easy to say, whatever they can. So I don't like take it personally, but I say, hey, you know what? Maybe there was something within myself that was a little bit off. Maybe there was something within my vibration that left a space for her to say that. Maybe there was something that was lacking within me that I could work on. So I'm constantly trying to do that. So to me, it almost is a form of meditation. Going out and meeting people and going to the club almost is a form of meditation. But it's only going to get like that probably if you practice beforehand. If you practice and get started on a daily practice of like actual, somewhat formal meditation, even if it's just a couple minutes. Like you still need to have something to fall back on. You still need to be building that up. And then when you go out, you're able to just expel that vibration because you can't fake it, right? Like you need to actually build it. And then when you go out, people are going to sense it. And they are, man, they are, especially other people that you want to talk to. They're going to be on a similar vibration and it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun and you're going to gain from it and your spiral will actually go up. Your vibration will actually go up. You'll be like, all right, this isn't so bad because it's a slog, man. It's a march, you know, it's a long march that we take with this path. And it does help to meet people along the way. Because become a better version of our will attract a better version of life. Abundant, full, vibrant life. Man, well said. Yeah. Good point, Agent Q. Yes, it will attract a better version of life. Yeah. Abundant, full, vibrant life. I like that, man. That's even just like a good affirmation right there. Like I would even just say that as an affirmation. Like I will become a better version of our life. Like I will attract a better version of life. I will attract abundant, full, vibrant life. Yeah, man. I like that as an affirmation. That's cool, like almost as a goal. Because I'm going to write my goals today because today's Sunday. So Sunday is when I do my goal review once a week. I might even slide something in there using some of those words. Like this week I'm going to focus on attracting abundant, full, vibrant life. Holy fuck, yeah, man. It's because that's what we all want, right? It's like no one wants to have a relationship with some dull idiot, some stupid person who's all weirdo with their vibrations. It's like, no, we want to attract vibrant shit. Like, and sometimes it's even hard to accept that in ourselves. Like sometimes it's even hard to like admit that's what we want. And it's hard, man, because sometimes I even find myself like kind of being upset because I didn't resonate with someone or I didn't attract someone. I'm like, oh, but I really wanted to. Like that person seemed like I really wanted to like talk to that person. Sometimes it's like weeks or months later, sometimes maybe even years later. And finally, eventually you realize you're like, oh, I was actually moving up, right? Sometimes that's hard too, is to realize like, I was actually moving up in my vibration. Yeah, yeah. A better version of ourselves will attract a better version of life. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. And sometimes a better version of life, I think, sometimes doesn't look exactly how we thought it would, you know, because sometimes a better version of ourselves doesn't even always look like what we thought it would, right? Like it's sometimes hard to know, like, but we do keep working on it. And we do know we're headed in that direction, and slowly we attract those things. Slowly we attract a better life. Slowly we attract a better version of ourselves. We become a better version of ourselves. Yeah. And it happens gradually, and it happens. And sometimes when you move away from situations and you move away from people, it can be hard because you are moving to a better life and you are moving to a place where you can attract the people that you really need to be with, but you have to say goodbye to people that you were not meant to be with. And sometimes it's challenging because you're leaving behind something that you knew. And it's like, that's why you see people who stick in shitty relationships forever. Forever, man. You see people that stay in fucked up relationships, fucked up friendships, and they can't leave because they're scared. They're scared to move up. They're scared of success. People are scared of success. Don't let that ever fool you. They are scared of success. A lot of people are. They have blocks towards a happy relationship. They just always get drawn back into bullshit, back into drama, back into chaos because they know it. And moving away from that, it's like, yeah, man, this is so true, brother. Crushing it. Okay, you know what? This has been 30 minutes here, okay? So we're going to wrap this up. Agent Q, if you want to chat after, man, I'm going to fire you a text and we can chat. All right, brother? To everybody else, man, who's watching, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope Yeah. No, no, we're moving up, man. 100%, brother. We are moving right up. That's what we're doing here. That's why we're rocking out. Yeah, to everybody else who's watching, thank you very much. Do your damn meditation. Do your damn 3 minutes. If you're just getting started, Agent Q's doing his 15 because he's a baller. I'm doing my fucking hour because that's how I get down, and I need to so I can keep looking like fucking Brad Pitt mixed in with a bit of Tom Cruise, maybe even Will Smith. Who knows? Um, okay, that's it for today, everybody. Leave some comments, like some shit, send me a DM if you're getting it going. All right, that's all for today. Peace out.